Hey everybody, all you bakers and non-bakers and wannabe bakers or people who just want to know how to do this. Today, we are learning about chocolate sugar cookies. So the first thing is a cup of butter. I like mine softened, but if you want to keep yours cold, no worries. Then a cup and a half of granulated sugar. And my little secret is 1/8 cup of olive oil. Now you can use shortening, 1/4 cup or so, but I didn't have any shortening and I love to use olive oil whenever I can because I like the flavor. So we're gonna cream all that stuff together, get it nice and aerated and creamy and pretty looking. And the next thing is 2 eggs. So add your eggs one at a time and make sure you blend them in really well. So eggs, blend. Eggs, blend. All right, here we go with a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we have a teaspoon of salt and 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. And then we're gonna add 3/4 of a cup of cocoa powder. Get that all blended really nicely and prepare for the next step. Okay, so my blender isn't really going that fast, but you get the point. So I want to prepare this for the flour. This is what it looks like before you get the flour in there. I like to show that because, if you're new to baking, you want to know what things look like after each step. So this just gives you a little bit of an idea. We're doing 3 cups of flour and you want to add your flour in batches. So I like to do a cup at a time and I also mix it in before I turn on my mixer. If you don't do that, flour will go everywhere. Now I have a KitchenAid and mine comes with like a splash guard, but it has a little hole where you put the flour in and it seeps through that hole. So I don't like that. I like to just mix it a little and get it going before I start mixing. So each batch, mix it in a little bit, turn your mixer on. I like to do a low setting, but it's up to you. Don't go too high because you don't want to overdo it. And here's another angle for you. Just put that flour in there, mix it up a little bit with your spatula, and then turn the mixer on. You can see it's getting kind of thick here. It kind of reminds me of brownie dough a little bit. But in any case, this is what your dough will look like when it's all mixed together with everything in there. So you can go ahead and roll it out if you'd like, but I prefer to put my dough in batches just because I can prepare them ahead of time and then pull them out of my refrigerator or freezer whenever I'm ready to cut out some shapes and bake. I divide this batch in 2, wrap each batch up, and there we go. So I'm not gonna show rolling the dough in this video, but this gives you a preview of the video to come where I do take you through that process. It's really not nearly as hard as you think it is. Thanks so much for watching this video. I appreciate it more than you will ever know. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, and you can also check me out over here.